Another big one that I see for you is financial literacy.
Yes.
So that seems to be not only an important topic to you, but a very important topic kind of in today's climate.
Mm-hmm.
How do you encourage everyone, but specifically women, to embrace financial literacy, and how we can help each other?
So a couple years ago, I learned through a research project that was presented to us at the legislature that women in Indiana ranked very low across the nation as being financially literate. And how could we have those numbers? I'm a hockey mom. I'm very competitive, and when I saw us rank 42 out of 50 or 38 out of 50, I was like, no, we can do better than that. Why are these numbers going down in 2020, not up? How can we use the technology and the higher ed institutions and the community partnerships that we have across the state to not let our women be number one or number two in the nation at the least? So we started to just research that and learn more about what does that mean. And it really comes down to women tackle financial decisions different.
Okay.
And education is, again, the empowerment to allow the confidence in that arena. Statistically, men will take risks far more easy than a woman will, especially somebody with a young family. Men will statistically take more risk with a few $100s when a female doesn't want to put $200 or $300 into an investment they don't know enough about because they don't have that financial literacy knowledge about how to invest or feel like they know how to invest.
They feel too much in the unknown, so it's uncomfortable.
Right, too much unknown. So I think our role with financial literacy across the state of Indiana needs to be community driven, with somebody at the state level kind of overseeing how we can move the needle for everybody in each population. One size fits all is not going to work in a rural and an urban community. I know that, but I think we can work together. We have some great community partners across the state. Financial literacy and the empowerment to get women comfortable taking some small risks, learning a little bit about investment, learning how to future plan their financial life, how to talk about compensation versus salary when you go to your first job interview, being knowledgeable on what technologies are out there to help you. You do not have to do it alone. There's ways in which you can use technology now to learn more and more about the financial world that you might not have a degree in.
Yep, we've got tons of outlets now. It's
expert.
Probably easier than ever. We just got to utilize all of those sources.
Yes, and you have to know they're available. You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
So we will work on a plan, statewide strategic plan with communities all over 92 counties. I'm excited about that. We'll move the needle so women in our state rank 1 or 2, not 42. But the reason for that is when you make life decisions, sometimes you don't get a lot of runway to make those decisions. It's a snap decision, some emergency has happened, a life situation that you weren't planning for, or maybe a very unexpected business opportunity falls at your feet. And for women to make those decisions, I think we need to empower them with the knowledge of the financial literacy opportunities that they need to kind of have that educational foundation so that when those decisions come to us, we can make them in a quicker and less stressful environment. I think that's a very pro-life thing to do. That's one thing I really feel is if we can empower young women to know a little bit more about their finances, not be as scared of the situations that might come in their future, and make decisions that will allow them to grow their life through risk opportunities that they might not have had that opportunity to think through had they not had financial literacy exposure.
Smart. Really intelligent. And you touched on it earlier, just a tad, about talking about your team now and the women that you have within it. Do you often encourage women to run for office or get into politics? And tell me a little bit about that, maybe why, how?
Absolutely. I am textbook. I was asked to run for office, and I didn't realize that stats were so strong that men do not have to be asked to run for office. They
just
see
go.
a fit and they think, I'll take the risk and I'm going to go for it. Women, I would say over 90% of the women that I have talked to across this great state that are now in an elected position were asked by somebody else. In fact, if I ever meet with somebody that's in an elected position, first time I meet them, I usually ask, why'd you run for office? And they will always say, so-and-so asked me to.
Interesting.
So usually if I have a speaking engagement, I ask people. If I have an opportunity to meet a young professional that is thinking maybe I'll go into poli-sci at college, I'll ask them then, go in with a mindset that you want to run someday, doesn't need to be soon. And if I see somebody that's really passionate about their community and really has dove into a particular issue in their community, I'll ask them just to consider that in their future, just to open that door of opportunity. And sometimes you just need somebody to open the door so you can continue to think through it for a while.
Yeah, I completely agree.